just to start with, how is the season going so far? How are you feeling about where the team is at, now that you guys are defending state titles?
Yeah, I'm feeling good about it. It's just, of course, we have some areas to put into. We're a very young team this year, so just getting all the younger girls involved and making them more comfortable around. But it's still the beginning of the season still, so make sure they're comfortable going on, into the playoffs and that type of stuff. So, but overall, the season's going pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it is. You're killing it out there. Do you feel like you've taken on more of a leadership role, even though you were a pretty big contributor as a sophomore, but now that you're an upperclassman?
Definitely. This year, I definitely had a way bigger role than last year. Of course, I had a little help last year with the seniors, and they had a leadership role for me too. But this year, definitely, I have a bigger voice. They look up to me, and of course, they look at me in tough situations during the game time, like things. So, of course, just have a bigger role this year.
Yeah, no, I understand. And obviously, another big thing that you did this year was you announced you were going to commit to UConn. What was that like? And how excited are you to play for them in 2 years?
I'm very excited, and of course, the decision. It gave me a big relief. Like I said, I'm glad I did it for the season, so I can just play for high school, worry about that season. But yeah, it was great to just get that out the way, and of course, commit to UConn. Gino, the GOAT, of course. So.
No, absolutely, and was it always UConn as soon as they started to show interest, or were there other schools that were really, in contention?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the other schools, but the other schools they know. But of course, UConn was definitely one of the schools that stood out to me, of course. And one of the schools I'll say, of course, there's pictures surfaced everywhere of me when I was little. I had UConn stickers everywhere. But I guess that was definitely one of the big dream schools that I had. So.
Yeah. What was it like when you did get that first contact and one of those dream schools was actually interested in you?
It was a crazy moment. I think I want to remember it was on the road. Oh no, I just came back home from a tournament. I just got a text and was like, Coach Young wants to talk to you. I was like, what? What? That's crazy. So.
Yeah, and so what does it mean to you to be a UConn Husky and to say you're going to be a Husky?
It means the world, and then of course represent that as well on the rest of 2 years of high school. Represent that I actually fit in. Go into the program. Actually show the UConn Nation back there in Connecticut to, that I'm actually a player that's going to come in and make a big impact and make some noise for, the UConn fans and everything. So that just speaks to a lot of volume too.
Yeah, and just going off of that, how much motivation does that give you? Because, that is, a pretty big honor to be playing for UConn.
Yes, it's a very good honor, and I'm very glad, they picked me to recruit as a point guard there to go to their school. So just all blessings, really.
Yeah. And to go back to the season a little bit, how did you guys try and prepare this year? Obviously winning a state title. What was the offseason work like, and how did you guys, enter this season?
Of course, we entered the season with the mentality, same thing as last year, but a different mentality, being with the younger group. So just bringing them into the game, and just same mentality. Say, we're going into every game, we're going to try to win. We're going to try to get specific things correct, just going in with that type of mindset. Really nothing changed, of course. So.
Yeah. You during the offseason, you were busy. You played for Team USA and you won a gold medal. What was that like?
That was awesome. And then, of course, represent USA on your jersey, represent Wisconsin back home. It was just all good things going on. And then, of course, playing against those teams from out of the country, just an overall great experience, getting coached by coaches from all over, getting a different point of view of how to be in a better point guard. It just all helped me.
Yeah, no, it definitely did. And, to that point, you got to play – you obviously play at a very high level with Germantown and your AAU stuff, but that's like the best of the best. So how nice was it to kind of gauge where you were at compared to other people that are in the same level as you and going to be, your competitors?
It was really good, especially practices were very competitive, one thing I loved too before we went out to Mexico. It was practices we got after it, scrimmages wise, just coach telling us to get after it, and then playing against those players, being on a team with them, especially, most of the time during the summer during AAU, I'm playing against them. So, bonding with them on and off the court was just really good.
Did you take anything you learned and try and implement it with your teammates here this season?
Definitely. Like you said, the leadership role, what leadership things that other players had that I didn't, just to carry that over into high school season. And of course, from the coach's point of view of what I need to get better as far as being more vocal and everything with my teammates. So.
Yeah, no, I understand. And, going into your career once again, was basketball always your favorite sport, or were there some other ones you like to play?
No, definitely basketball was the only sport really. I liked football a lot. That was I used to play with the boys when I was little, but that went out the window. Of course, I couldn't play that much longer. But basketball was always really there. My siblings played basketball and everything. I was always in the gym with them, so it just grew with me.
Absolutely. And, always being in the gym, obviously there's a lot of motivation. You're having fun in there, but you're also working on your game. How did you go about developing your game and having that motivation to work on it day in and day out?
Take it step by step, and of course, my family. I always say my dad too. My dad was my coach growing up, little leagues coach, but he always was in the gym with me, telling me what stuff to get better as. And of course, my strong suit was always attacking the basket. So for now, it's just getting my shot more better than it has been, but it's
Mhm.
way better this year. So just those specific type things, and of course, going back in film and seeing what I can, make better for the next game or next level or anything. So.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's been pretty clear for a long time that you were going to be a great basketball player, but was there a moment that you can think back to where you were like, all right, I'm going to be able to, play at the Division I level, maybe even play for Team USA?
I'd definitely say like middle school, it gave me a wide awake. I want to say like eighth grade, no wait, sixth grade going into like my seventh grade year or whatever, AAU season. AAU, we did the Run for Roses tournaments, and the college coaches were on the floor and everything. It gave me a big realization that I can do this, and they're all like watching our team and everything. And then that's when they started contacting me, and I was like, wow, I can really do this. So that just hit right there.
Yeah. I mean, what would you say is like your favorite part about basketball? I mean, what is the thing that you truly love about it?
Honestly, meeting new people, meeting new players, watching new players. Growing up watching Maya Moore's like players like that, and then of course what opened my eyes to like Blue Star 30 event.
Mhm.
Meeting some of those girls, starting those relationships really opened my eyes of like how fun basketball really is. Outside of the court, we did dancing and everything there, and then when it got to basketball, we got very competitive and down there. So it was just all good experiences, everything.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And, what is one part of your game that you take a lot of pride in? And what would you say is something you've been working on?
Oh, definitely working on is my shot, of
Yeah.
course. Getting the lift up, it got way better. And then what I take pride in mostly is, attacking the basket. That's my strong suit, but mostly defense too. Defense wins games, as everyone says. So I just really take pride in my defense, of course. Defense creates the offense, so I have to be strong in that suit. So.
Absolutely. Well, I know you still got this season and you got your senior season. So what are you trying to work on and what are some goals you're trying to accomplish before you finish your high school career?
Definitely, just my shot, like I said, and then just
Mhm.
making every part of my game more like better than it is
Yeah.
right now, of course, and making it stronger, and just being more of a leader, like you said, having a more leadership role going in, and be prepared for my freshman year at UConn. So.
Yep. And one of my last questions for you, KK, is like you mentioned Maya Moore, and you obviously have looked up to UConn players for a long time now. Has it hit you that you're going to be that person? And there's going to be some young girl who wants to be the next KK Arnold,
Uh,
probably.
it hasn't hit me yet. It'll hit me soon. Of course, it's still like a shock to me. I still watch old highlight videos from like Diana Taurasi, and now I'm
Mhm.
like, that's gonna be me in a couple years. But it's still a shock to me. But I'm just very grateful.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much, KK, and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.